a 2004 Lexus GX470, Deanna Ackerman, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
I got a question for you. Do you have a Lexus car with a cracked dashboard? Or maybe your Lexus has a melted dashboard? Or maybe you have a Toyota with a cracked dashboard, or your Toyota has a melted dashboard. And maybe you even have a Nissan with a melted or cracked dashboard. Well, if that's true, then you came to the right place, because in today's video, we're going to tell you everything you need to know about this whole cracked dashboard issue with your car. We're going to give you the entire background story on how this whole cracked dashboard scenario came into play and what Lexus and Toyota and Nissan were doing about it for you. And we're also going to help you determine whether or not you qualify for a free dashboard repair to repair your old cracked or melted dashboard. And it all starts right now. Hi everyone, Jeff here, and welcome back to the carbuyingtipscom channel, where since 1999, our staff of consumer advocates has been both educating and protecting you, the American consumer, in all areas of buying cars, avoiding all the new car dealer scams, leasing, financing, trade-ins, buying and selling used cars, and dealing with repairs and warranty issues like this here today. So if this is your first time here on the channel and you want to stay up to date and up your game on the whole car buying process and the car maintenance process, hey, make sure you click on that subscribe button down below. And when you do that, click that little gray bell icon next to it. That way you'll be alerted every single time we upload a video, because you do not want to miss one of our videos. Okay, so now you're probably wondering to yourself, all right, I've got this Lexus or a Toyota with a cracked dashboard. What do I do? How do I know if I'm covered or not here? Well, we won't keep you in suspense any longer. I'll give you the short answer. The short answer is no, you can't get coverage right now, because the program for this extended warranty ended on May 31st, 2017, although we still get contacted every single week by somebody who has a Lexus or a Toyota or a Nissan with a cracked dashboard and wondering, how can I get my repair covered? I fell through the cracks here. You know, they never notified me. They never sent me a letter saying that there was this warranty. I had no idea of knowing. I had no way of knowing. So we're going to help you come up with some ideas here that you can try to maybe put a little pressure on them, or if maybe you fell through the cracks literally because you never received a letter, and maybe you can argue that you were left out of the equation here. So we'll go through all of that with you. After all, we ourselves own a 2004 Lexus GX470 SUV. So we are living proof that this extended warranty process worked. Okay, to give you a whole background on how this whole thing came about here with the Lexus cracked dashboards, and same with your Toyotas, we have a 2004 GX470 SUV from Lexus, and sometime around 2010, 2011, we started to notice cracks in the dashboard. This is about 2 years after the warranty expired. And here's the pictures of it you can see right here of how the dashboard looked here in our particular SUV. And I'm sure yours looked very similar, and this was played out all across the country here to many other Lexus and Toyota owners. But it particularly impacted people in the South and the Southeast, where it's really hot and humid. Now, you know us, we are big proponents of car maintenance and maintaining your car, keeping your leather clean and conditioned. We did all of that. And despite our best efforts, it's still cracked. So we determined that it was something to do with the manufacturing of the dashboard, that the material they used just wasn't up to handling the weather and the humidity and the high heat down here in Florida. And of course, some of your other states like Texas, and even like Oklahoma. And of course, even people up in the northern states got it too. So all of a sudden, out of the blue, in very early 2015, Lexus sends each of us owners, registered owners, one of these letters here. And in this letter here, They are telling us what's going on. Okay, now we wrote a series of blog articles on carbuyingtipscom to help you folks get through this whole process of dealing with the cracked dashboard, and we gave you all sorts of very tight logistical tips and things you needed to do to make sure you were solidified and in place and getting your cracked dashboard covered and repaired. So if you didn't pay attention to it, chances are you ran into trouble. And we'll put links down in the video description below for you so you can go see these articles. You should definitely read them. They're very well detailed in what you need to do in order to get coverage for your cracked dashboard. Okay, so this now famous letter here from Lexus is known as the Warranty Enhancement Notification ZLD letter. So in the letter, Lexus tells us that Lexus would like to advise you of an enhancement to portions of your Lexus new vehicle limited warranty. This program will extend the warranty coverage for repairs related to any cracked and or sticky / melting dashboards, instrument panels, as a result of heat or humidity. And they list a certain subset of cars, of models and model years of Lexus, and these are the models that they're including in their list. They include 2007 to 2008 model year ES350. They are also including 2003 to 2008 model year GX470, and that's the category our SUV fit into. They are also including 2004 to 2006 model year RX330. They are also including model year 2007 to 2009 RX350 and model year 2005 to 2008 model year RX400H vehicles. Those are the hybrids. Okay, now on the Toyota side of the equation here, what you have here, they called their warranty enhancement program ZE6, Zebra Echo 6. And they covered certain 2003 to 2005 model year 4Runners. Those are the Toyota 4Runners. They covered certain model year 2005 to 2010 Toyota Avalon vehicles. They covered 2007 to 2011 Camry and Camry hybrid vehicles. They also covered the 2004 to 2010 Sienna. And lastly, they also covered certain 2004 to 2008 Toyota Solara vehicles. Okay, so what Lexus was essentially telling us with this letter here is that they needed several months to get all the parts and everything ready, and they would send us a second letter to let us know when it would be time to come in for our repair. So what Lexus wanted us to do was, this letter included this little peel-off sticker that you see here, and it's called the Warranty Enhancement Program Details. So they wanted us to peel this sticker off and attach it to the inside of our warranty booklet so that we would have this verbiage permanently on there. Okay, so it says here on the Warranty Enhancement Program Details sticker here that the primary coverage offers warranty enhancement until May 31st, 2017, regardless of the mileage or the date of the first use of the vehicle. So what they're telling us here in this letter is, if your car is one of those models that we mentioned here, and if you have a cracked dashboard, and no matter how many miles you have on your car or what it went into service, if you're one of those qualified vehicles, Lexus will pay for your cracked dashboard. But that was just a 2-year warranty extension window. So if you didn't apply for it by May 31st, 2017, then you're completely out of luck. So after May 31st, 2017, if you enter a claim, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the circumstances are. The program has ended and you're done. You're out of luck. So we heard from a number of people over that 2-year period that many people kept falling for the cracks, or they just didn't end up getting their dashboard repaired. And why is that? Well, certain things happen. Like if you didn't get this letter and you knew about it, you probably should have called Lexus or talked to your dealer and find out why you didn't get a letter, because each letter specifically calls out the VIN number of the car. So they did it by the VIN number. Every VIN number of the cars that were in these subset of covered vehicles that qualified for the free cracked dashboard repair, Lexus would send that owner a letter. Why didn't you get on one of these letters? Well, there's a number of examples of why people fell through the cracks. Number one, what if you moved and they didn't have your address correctly? What if you changed something on it, or maybe you weren't the original owner, so the letter wasn't sent to you, it was sent to somebody else. So sometimes, people forget, like when you move, you got to let your dealership know, you got to make sure Lexus knows, you got to make sure everybody knows so that they're all on the same page. Because also, how would you get recall notices? Okay, so other ways that people fell through the cracks was they just put the letter down and expected that, oh, this is going to happen automatically for me, but they didn't take the steps that we warned you to take by going to the dealership and trying to get your name on a waiting list, and that's exactly what we did. So we got this letter here in February, and by June, our local Lexus dealership was already putting names on a list. So we went and got on that list. So don't ever expect anything to come to you. You have to go get it, and you got to make sure you get it. You got to keep calling them and confirming your position in the line and the wait list there. Make sure that you're definitely going to get approved. Okay, so now about every week, we're still getting emails from people with all sorts of tales of woe, like, hey, I just bought this used Lexus and the dashboard's cracked, and I found out about this warranty program and they're not giving it to me. Why won't they give it to me? And this and that. And yeah, a lot of times you're just out of luck because that period expired. And it wasn't something they were obligated to do. They didn't have to do it. They just did it, and there was a free extended warranty for 2 years. And if you didn't find out about it, and you didn't know about it, and you didn't stake your claim, and you didn't force the issue, and you didn't keep calling. I called that dealership every couple of weeks to make sure my name was still on the list, and I would have them look it up on the list and make sure my name is still there to guarantee that I was going to get my Lexus GX470, get that free cracked dashboard repair done. Okay, now what really started to throw a monkey wrench into the works was I think Toyota and Lexus did not anticipate the demand that they were going to be hit with here, because all of a sudden all of these Lexus dealerships ended up with waiting lists of 150 deep, and some dealers were telling people, hey, we're only getting in 2 brand new dashboards a month. So you do the math as to how many years you think some of these people are going to be waiting. The car will be dead and buried before they can even get their free dashboard replaced. And then the other thing that happened too was that in October 2014, there's a famous law group called Gerard and Gibbs. They filed a class action lawsuit against Toyota, that lawsuit here, they were alleging that Toyota equipped certain vehicle models with defective dashboards. So the dashboards melted, became sticky, blah, blah, blah. So it was just a big mess, and a lot of people were angry because here they thought they were getting a free dashboard replaced in their Lexus and Toyota, and they're becoming frustrated because of these growing waiting lists, and they're not able to process these in time. So it was just a massive, massive mess for everybody involved. Those of us that got in early on the first waiting list, the early bird catches all the worms, folks. That's the way to do it. So after spending only a few months on the waiting list, our local Lexus dealer called us up and said, hey, your dashboard's in, come on in, we're giving you a free dashboard. So we brought our car in, and our particular Lexus dealer even gave us a free Lexus loaner car at the time, which was pretty cool. So we got pretty well taken care of, and because we acted so early, our process was a lot smoother than everybody else's process here. So people are still complaining that they've been on the waiting list 2 or 3 years and they still haven't gotten to yet. Okay, so one other thing you can do too to make sure that they have the current information on you is you can go over to lexusdrivers.com and register there and make sure that all of your contact information is in there. That way, if they ever have to send you any letters in the future, you will be, hopefully, you will be assured of getting those letters. Okay, so let's say you've tried everything you can and you're hitting a brick wall and Lexus is telling you no, Toyota is telling you no, whatever. So what you can do then is, if you firmly believe that they should have mailed you a letter, but they did not send you a letter, then what you can do is you can go to the Better Business Bureau, bbb.com, and file a complaint. And you can also go to your state attorney general's office and file a complaint saying, there was this warranty, I should have received a letter, I didn't, and I feel like they've been pushing me off and they're trying to push me back and back beyond that date so that they don't have to honor the warranty. So that's another tactic you can try. And typically when you file a complaint with your state attorney general's office, what's cool about that is that complaint, whatever company you're complaining against, the complaint gets sent generally to like office of the president or somebody much higher up in the company that's trained to deal with this sort of thing. And they have much more power and agility and ability to get things done than when you call and talk to some $15 an hour, phone plebe. Okay, but Nissan decided, hey, we want to get in the game too. So apparently there was some 2008 and 2009 Nissan Altimas that had the problem as well with melting dashboards and cracking dashboards. Apparently it struck a lot of vehicles that were in the southeast United States. But what happened here was in 2014, two people in Miami that were Nissan owners filed a class action lawsuit against Nissan to try to get some coverage here. And so there was a settlement, and the only thing about this settlement was that in order to be in this class here of people getting their cracked dashboards repaired, Nissan said you had to be a Florida resident and you had to have purchased your newer used 2008 or 2009 Nissan Altima on or before April 1st, 2017. So if you don't fall into that class, you're out of luck. If you live in another state, you're out of luck. The only thing you can do is to file your own class action lawsuit in that state and try to get a similar settlement. But it's just so long ago that, you're talking 5 years now, that your chances of really getting anything are probably very small. And yes, we still get emails all the time from people asking about the Nissan and what do I do? There's got to be something I can do. They're just clinging on to a thread of a hope where we don't think there's any thread of hope left now, whether it's with the Lexus, the Toyota, or the Nissan, because all of those programs have ended. Well, I certainly hope you found this video useful so far, and if you did, please give us a thumbs up down below, and make sure you click on that subscribe button down below, and then click the little bell icon next to it. That way you'll be alerted every single time we upload a new video. And I know this is probably bad news for some of you folks here, but I hope it at least gives you closure and some sort of clarity as to what was going on with this whole cracked dashboard issue. It was really a major issue that affected nearly 3 million Americans potentially. So anyway, folks, thank you so much for joining us this time, and we will see you on the next one.